Hi guys. Hello. Hi. So I am super excited. I am 3 months out from my wedding. My wedding is December 13th. I am excited. I am nervous. I have all of the emotions. As a professional bridal makeup artist, I thought planning my wedding was going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, I really thought it was going to be easy, but let me tell you, it's creating a different kind of pressure, guys. Like I can't even explain it. Okay, it is just a different type of pressure, and it's crazy. Never thought I would be, experiencing this. If you're new here, hi, my name is Chelsea. I am a professional bridal hair and makeup artist. Yeah, guys, so I've done makeup for countless brides, bridesmaids, mom of the bride, mom of the groom, the godmother of the bride. I always feel calm, confident, in control of those appointments. But when it comes to my face for my wedding day, I feel like I know nothing, okay? I feel like I absolutely know nothing. I feel like I have never even worked with the products before. I feel like I don't even know what the outcome is going to look like. Literally second guess every single thing, okay? And it's been such an eye-opening experience. It really has. I've already done my first trial. That is coming soon because I did film the entire thing for you guys. So guys, so today I will be taking you guys through my process and where I am at this very moment, being that my wedding is 3 months out. What I've decided, what I've been testing, what's making me nervous, and how my professional experience is helping and hurting me in this process, okay? And I want to hear from you, especially if you're planning your own wedding or if you have been through this process. Okay. Some may say that 3 months out sounds like forever, guys, but it's not. Don't trust them. Don't trust those people that say, oh, you have enough time. No, we do not. When you break it down, there is not enough time. I need to finalize my look. I need to do a few more trials. I have to coordinate with my photographer for lighting, for what vibes I want to go with. And honestly, I need to stop second guessing myself. The more I think about it, the more the perfectionist in me comes out. And at this point, I feel like I just have to decide. You know what I'm feeling? Like, the more time you have, the more you second guess every single little teeny tiny bit. And I am a destination bride on top of all of this. So that's also kind of like, in a way, out of my hands, technically. You know, if you've been a destination bride, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so here is the wild thing, right? And I work with my brides, I am very confident that I can give them the look that they're looking for. I analyze their skin, their dress, their decor, their venue, their vibes, and I know exactly what to curate for them. But when it comes to my own face, guys, I overthink it so much. I overthink it to nobody's business, okay? Do I go with something that I'm super familiar with that's back here in my vanity? Do I go with my Makeup Forever HD Skin? Do I go with my Fenty Beauty? Do I go with my Rare Beauty? Do I go into my professional kit? Do I go in with my M2 Airbrush Foundation? Do I go in with my Hourglass? Do I go in with that, or do I go completely different and use none of that and go a completely different direction? I'm stuck. Like, it's like, oh, like, will this be like the time to like try something new? But like, also, that's not the advice that I would give my bride. I wouldn't suggest a makeup look that they're not comfortable with. If they're a girl that is very minimal makeup like I am, will I recommend her a full beat? Probably not, you know? So it gets a little, complicated. So guys, let's talk about the pressure. Every bride trusts me to make them look perfect on the most important day of their lives. One of the most. And now I need to do that for myself, okay? And these once in a lifetime photos that we are going to keep forever. And I feel like I should have this figured out because this is my profession. This is what I do almost every single day. Honestly, I really thought it was going to be easy for myself. Like, doing it on me, girl, yeah, like, no. And also, I feel like the expectation, because you are a professional, or because I am a professional, people are gonna be like, oh, she's a professional, like, that should be easy, right? Or she's not a professional because she can't even do her own makeup. Look at that girl. You know what I mean? Like, the pressure is on. Okay, so let's talk about what I have been testing out. I have been testing out the Temp 2 SB airbrush foundation. It's something that I carry in my kit. Now, is that something that I want to use? No. Do I know it works? Yes. I need a foundation that will last 12 plus hours. I need a foundation that is waterproof because we are going to be on the beach. I don't know how much sweat, I don't know how much humidity it's going to be over there. Like, I need it to last. I need it to look flawless photographed, and I need it to look flawless in person. Does this airbrush foundation do that? Yes, it does. It works amazing. I use it on all of my clients. I love airbrush. But is it something that I want to do for myself? I don't know. Giorgio Armani? Do I want to use a Fenty? Do I want to use Dior? Like, it's my wedding day. I have no idea. I know that the Temp 2 airbrush foundation photographs well. I know it holds up in sweat. I know it holds up in tears. I know it works. But do I want to be safe? Or do I want to use these 3 months to, you know, try something new? I don't know. Here is a clip of my first trial. This is what my skin looks like using the Temp 2 foundation. I will be giving you guys the full tutorial, the full video coming soon. I want something bridal. I want something, these are the vibes. These are the vibes of our wedding. So I want something very like juicy skin. I want ethereal eyes. I don't want it too heavy, but I want my brown eyes to pop. I went in with this Natasha Denona palette, but I also went in with a little bit of this Hourglass product. It is the Hourglass 3, and my whole aesthetic for my business is that brides that want that natural beauty but elevated kind of look, like adding a little bit more to our everyday makeup, and that is what I know. That's what I know. It's who I am. It's my aesthetic. It's my brand. It's definitely what I'm going to be going for my wedding day. And honestly, I love these Natasha Denona palettes. Like, it's giving me what I need. It's giving me romantic. It's giving me ethereal. It's giving me it's giving me beauty, and I'm definitely going to stay within these tones. The tones that I used here during my first trial. Can we talk about lip color? Okay, this has been the hardest decision because it needs to last through the ceremony, cocktail hour, dinner, and dancing. And you know, we're Hispanic and we're gonna party until we can't party no more, okay? Until we can't party no more, okay? Anyways, it needs to be bulletproof. I have been testing out the YSL brand for lips. I use this brown one right here for my first trial. I do have a pinkier, lighter one in my collection, and I might be trying that one out too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to stay within the YSL category, but if you guys have any like lip products, guys, let me know, because I'm just a glossy gal, like a lip liner and gloss kind of girl. That's pretty much what I do pretty much every day. I have a Merit Beauty on and a Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip today, but I don't know, like, what do you want to do? What I have definitely decided on is my skincare. My skincare routine is going to stay the same. I'm not going to be adding anything else. but I will be adding a few hydrofacials into the mix way before the wedding. 1 September, 1 October, 1 November, hopefully, because yeah. And I am going to be sticking to what I know. My brows are just eyebrow gel. That's all I use for my brows. Eyebrow gel, because I've been blessed in that category, and we're gonna keep it like that. And for my overall vibe, I want to be elevated but natural. So elevated, natural, and I want elevated, natural. I want enhanced, but still recognizably me, okay? Me. So here's what I still have to decide on, okay? The intensity of the eye. Do I still want to do this romantic kind of vibe that I did? Or do I want to be a little bit more bolder with it? Like, do I want a little bit more in the outer corners? Do I want to deepen it? Still naturally enhanced, but deepen it a little bit. With the lip color, do we want to stay with these two YSLs? Do we want to branch out a little bit? Leave some suggestions down below. Do I want to keep these Kiss 421s, or do I want to do an eyelash extension where you don't have to worry about lashes? Or do we want to stay with the strip lash? These are all little tiny decisions that seem like they could be quick, but when you are a perfectionist, it's really hard, because you tend to do well on the little teeny tiny details that maybe no one would ever notice. But because you're a perfectionist and a professional, you know, it's tough. And 3 months is just not enough time anymore. Okay, so here is how I am going to approach this, okay? I'm going to treat myself as a bride. Hi. Yes, I'm gonna treat myself as a bride. I already have trials scheduled. Check, and check. Okay, I'm going to be taking my photos in different lighting. I have a Canon over here. I have my DJI. We're going to be taking professional photos, indoor lighting, outdoor lighting, flash, no flash. And my final trial is scheduled for, we're gonna do it on November 29th. I will not allow myself to change anything drastically, okay? Because I know myself, and I'll want to be tweaking this, tweaking that, adding this, adding that, and then in the end be like, dude, why didn't you go with your first choice, right? We always do that. And I also always have plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, okay? And I will definitely be having a backup plan. I'm also creating backup options. I do offer that to my brides. Backup lip, backup eye color, a backup foundation. You know, you never know if anything breaks, splatters. They're like, oh, like, I don't like that palette anymore. I don't like that color anymore. I'll have that option, especially because I won't be here. I will be there. And I doubt I will have an Ulta around the corner, okay? It might be overkill, but it's better to be over-prepared and stressed on my wedding day, okay? But I have to say, despite all the stress and all the decisions that I have to make, and despite all of the overthinking, I am so excited. There's also something so magical about this entire process, okay? I almost cried doing my first trial, guys. Like, yeah. And I love that I get to share it with all you guys. Really excited. It's vulnerable and scary all at the same time, but I am most excited. So guys, I want to hear from you if you are planning your own wedding. What part of the beauty process is stressing you out the most? And if you are already married, what do you wish you have known about wedding day beauty? And if you are a makeup artist, please tell me I'm not the only one who overthinks their own face. I am going to continue documenting my entire journey with you. This includes trial, my final decisions, my mini little freak out. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell because December 13th is coming faster than I'm ready for. And I want you to be a part of this journey with me.